Is Grand Seiko really worth it in 2024? Well, let's find out. Welcome back to the channel, all you watch nerds, and today we are going to do a full review of what could be the best high accuracy quartz GMT on the market today. Well, if you're thinking that's niche as it sounds, then you'd be right. Don't write this quartz watch off yet though, and definitely don't write off Grand Seiko. The finishing is gorgeous, the proportions are fantastic, but I do have a couple of slight criticisms that stop this watch from being just epic to what could be perfection. Now, before we move forward today, I'm pleased to say that I am now an affiliate of Jomashop, eBay, which I've been for a while, and also Jura Watches in the UK. These are three places that I personally have bought watches from in the past and would highly recommend them. So if you are interested in these watches, please click on the links below. So I'm not going to spend too long with the unboxing today, as I already did that in a video in November, but it does come in great packaging. I bought this watch through the eBay authenticity program, and I also did a video on how to buy securely secondhand in 2022, and if I remember, I'll link that to the end of this video. Now let's look at the specifications for the Grand Seiko SBGN027. It is a 39mm case diameter, 46mm lug to lug, 12.3mm thick, and a 19mm lug width. And if you think that's compact and it will wear nicely on wrist, you would be right. This watch has drilled lugs, a complete stainless steel bracelet, a fixed 24-hour steel bezel, date at the 4 o'clock, screw down crown with 200 meters of water resistance, and a sapphire crystal with AR coating. It has really impressive finishing as well, and I will get into that in more detail in just a moment, but for now we have to talk about the standout feature for this watch, which is of course the movement. So let's talk about the 9F86 caliber movement that powers this one. It is an amazing quartz movement, high precision accuracy with a range of plus to minus 10 seconds per year. It has a distinct date change mechanism. It is a traveler's GMT, and to be honest, it makes the perfect traveler's GMT watch because of the jumping hour hand, along with the accuracy, means that you'll never be late for an international meeting again. It is time now to talk finishing, and in my opinion, it's exactly what you would expect from a watch costing this much. The mixture of polishing and brushing is just gorgeous, and knowing that these are hand finished from the hands to the case and bracelet really makes it feel every bit worth it. To me, it really is the definition of understated luxury. At a glance, this watch looks like a run-of-the-mill, almost pedestrian watch, but stretch under the surface or go a little bit deeper and you'll find so much more going on. Details from the side crown to the Zaratsu polishing on the hands to the applied indices, everything feels deliberate and thought out. There is no compromising on the design. It is what it is, and I absolutely love it. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I do have some issues, nothing earth-shattering, but design choices that perhaps I would have gone in a different direction with had I have been given the design pen. And this is, first of all, the date window. Now, I've said this on the unboxing, I do not mind the date at 4 o'clock. It's very typically Japanese and specifically a Seiko move, so I'm not going to criticize that. But why they didn't color match it like the original model or the blue dial version to this one is going to be a little bit beyond me. Also, at night, unless you are wearing this watch, the lume gives nothing away as to which is 12 and 6 o'clock. Perhaps you can feel the position from the crown and work it out from there, but it feels like this has been a little bit of an overlook on Grand Seiko's part. Maybe to that end, the date window should have been at the 6 o'clock as well. It could have cut out the lume marker on that side and made it a little more easier to tell, but it's really just a minor niggle on my part and nothing that puts me off long-term ownership of this watch. Finally, the only other real moan I have on this one is the bracelet. And no, it's not the 19mm lug width, as I actually don't mind the width and I think it suits the watch quite well. It's the bracelet and the lack of micro adjust, and you can't fine tune this watch on a hot or cold day to get the perfect fit. And if you are jet setting all over the world, then micro adjust is something that you're probably going to want to have. My advice for you would be to invest in some 19mm straps. There are loads on offer today. It's much easier to get them now than they were 2 years ago, and I would opt for the likes of Artem, who I reviewed very recently, Watch Gecko, who I have a bunch of straps from, or any of your local ones from your country that come highly recommended. Drilled lugs on this watch also really help to this end. But if you are in the market for either a high accuracy quartz model, a traveler's GMT, or a luxury watch that is discreet, fits under a cuff and is drop dead gorgeous with lots of versatility, then I would steer you to at least consider Grand Seiko. It is a near perfect watch and is versatile and can be used for almost any occasion. See you next time, watch nerds.